What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NFL plays today over on PrizePicks. Yesterday's video, man, we crushed it. I've dropped this three-man here in the MLB. We've swept in, I want to say 3 of the last 4 videos at this point. It's been crazy how good we've been doing in these videos and also in the DubClub. But we catch this three-man really, really easy. It took less than 3 innings for all 3 of these guys to come through for us. So hopefully we have another no-sweat winner here with some NFL football. I got a video today for the NFL and also tomorrow. If you guys want a bonus play in tomorrow's video, be sure to leave a like on this one here, because if we get to 125 likes, I'll drop a bonus play for you guys in tomorrow's video for some Sunday Night Football, more than likely. And while you're done leaving a like, you may as well also subscribe to the channel with those notifications on. That way you don't miss out on future videos when they're posted, and you get in before these lines get bumped to get removed. But one final thing before we hop into today's plays, it's not miss out on checking out the DubClub if you have not already. The DubClub is available with the link in my description for 50% off for a limited time, or 6% off in the next 3 months. Just go down in my description, click on the DubClub link, and those options will pull up for you with those discounts. You can see though some of the winners that we've had from this year, like 52 grand right there. You have some testimonies from guys that have been in the DubClub talking about how good it actually is and how good of a place it is to be. But when you join the DubClub, the first thing you should do is connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to a ton of other perks in my Discord, which includes the correlation tab, where these entries look like this. We had this entry here in the DubClub yesterday. We cashed out our Robbie Ray discount right there. We have now had 5 straight days hitting a 4-man or better in that day. So we've had multiple days, though, cashing like 2 major slips like that. It truly is a good place to be, and we are an absolute heater right now. So it truly is the best time to join, between 50% off and with us being on massive heater, and also NHL coming back in less than a month. We have NBA coming next month. So there's going to be basically 4 sports going on at once, which is insane. I'm telling you guys are going to want to be around for NHL and NBA season, because we kill that as well. We also have access to my community chat to talk to me and other members, as well as contributors post third place. You have PGA and golf plays. PGA is golf, PGA and MLB plays, WNBA, soccer, esports, KBO baseball. It really is a good place to be. Last time we had NFL, actually, we cashed a 9.5x and 7x slip in the MLB. And we also hit this right here with the Outlier discount on PrizePicks. We actually cashed out that 4-man right there, 25 to 250, as you can see right there. You'll be seeing an entry kind of similar in this video here, but it truly is a good place to be with me cashing. We are extremely profitable in both the MLB and the NFL already so far this year through 2 weeks. Come join us if you've not already. 50% off with the link available in my description. All right, now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. And make sure you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already, and let's get to these plays. The first couple plays, actually, we're going to go with 2 plays right off the bat that I like on PrizePicks, because actually going to be both on the Green Bay Packers here, because I'm expecting them to have a pretty good game against the Browns here. So if you think the Packers dominate this game, this entry will be for you. If you think the Browns are pretty competent in this game, then I would probably just stay away from this one. But it's actually be Jordan Love under 28.5 pass attempts. DubClub actually got him at 29.5. But you could also pivot to the pass completions at 18.5 on the under as well. Kind of up to you. Both spots are pretty good, though, still. And I also like Josh Jacobs here over his rush attempts at 19. But you could also take his over on rushing yards. Really, I think both spots are pretty good still. But this was actually 18.5 yesterday on DubClub, I will say. So 28.5 on the under for Jordan Love, 19 rush attempts over for Josh Jacobs. Obvious correlation between these two. If the Packers have a good game, they're more likely to run the ball rather than throw the ball. You saw that a ton kind of in the Bills game, which is how we were able to cash out that last entry right there. You know, the Bills had a pretty good game. They didn't completely dominate them. They did towards the end a little bit, but James Cook over rush attempts, Allen under pass attempts, and the opposing running back under rush attempts right there was able to cash out. And the Packers are going to be 8.5-point road favorites in this game. Now, Jordan Love has 22 and 31 pass attempts in these 2 games so far, and he was only over in 44% of games last year. You look at completions too, by the way, too. It's a slightly better hit rate, actually, right there. He was over in 50% of 17.5 last year. Pass attempts, though, is 28.5, although, again, I got it 29.5 yesterday. But the Browns have allowed the 3rd least pass attempts per game so far this year. So they are not having many quarterbacks throw against them, because they've been getting dominated in these games here. I'm expecting Green Bay to dominate here. Their defense should eat. Their defensive line should eat the Browns' line alive. I think Flacco's gonna have a tough time out there today for sure. And I think Packers offense is good enough to put some points up here on the Browns. I don't think the Browns have scored more than I think it's 18 or 16, 17, or 18 points this year, something like that. They've not reached 20 points even this year. I think the Packers offense could put up at least 20, if not even more. Which is probably the reason why, again, I like the Packers to dominate this game. And Josh Jacobs here has had 19 and 23 rush attempts. Last year, he was a little bit worse in terms of rush attempts. Not worse as a player, but in terms of rush attempts, he was only over in 33% of games. But Again, expecting Green Bay to dominate this game. In wins last year by 8 points, Josh Jacobs covered in most of those games there. He even bumped this down just a little bit there to like games where they won by like 4 or 5 points. Over in 5 out of 8, as you can see there. One hook there being against Arizona. This entry will make more sense in a second here, but I actually gave you guys, I completely forgotten just until now. I ran an entire video about this entry right here, which actually ended up cashing. We're doing something extremely similar here. So I'm going to talk about the next 2 plays in just a second, but I'm really liking the payout for this entry tonight. Now, before we get to my next few plays in this video, if you've not already seen Sleeper, is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best DFS app out there right now because of how many promos that they run for not even just new users, but also current users. I've been in this app for over a year now, and you can see I have a 30% prop boost that I can use until I win, college football 30% boost, all sports 25% boost, I have a protected pick for being in a squad, NFL boost right there, and you can see all the different discounts and boosts that they have on some certain players right here as well. It really is one of, if not the best app out there, especially for promos. And you could also potentially get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. For example, let's say you like, there's a lot of anytime touchdowns actually on the board right now, but let's say you like Daniel Jones under pass yards, for example, and Mahomes over rushing yards. Pays out 3.23x over on Sleeper, compared to maybe 3x on PrizePicks. If instead you like Mahomes on the under, pays out 3.27x, as you can see there. So, very cool app. Check it out for yourself with the link in my description, and use my promo code DOMG because it helps me out, and it helps you out. You get a first ton deposit up to $100, and a free square when you sign up using my promo code DOMG. And while we're on the topic, I should also mention that if you happen to use my promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with, take a screenshot when you sign up, because if you send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, I can send you back a free month of my DubClub just for using my promo code on an app that you're already going to do if you're looking to put money on an app. So again, just take a screenshot, send it to my email for a free month of my DubClub just like that. We're about to get to the other plays in this entry here because it's going to be a 4-man here. And this is going to be Quinshad Judkins here under his either rushing yards or rushing attempts. I'll prefer rushing attempts under 10.5. And then you also have Jerry Jeudy actually over his targets, I believe. Or not I believe, I know. But I'm just going to talk about some options here is what I'm trying to say. But Jerry Jeudy here over 7.5 receiving targets. But if you're looking for something else, maybe you don't like Jerry Jeudy, what I would like instead is Joe Flacco over pass attempts. His line is just extremely high, and I feel like if he goes over 3.5 pass attempts, Jerry Jeudy's going to have at least 8 targets. He's already had that in both of those games so far this year, but he has thrown the ball 45 times in back-to-back games. So I just prefer Jerry Jeudy over targets because I believe it's also a slightly better payout if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 8.5x versus 9.5x. So I prefer Jerry Jeudy in there for the 9.5x, but that would be the entry. Love under pass attempts, Jacob over rush attempts, Judkins under rush attempts, and then Jerry Jeudy over targets. So 2 overs, 2 unders, 1 for each team. And of course, it's just kind of fitting into the game script a little bit. But Judkins here had 10 in his first game of the year against Baltimore, and that was a 41-17 loss. Although Baltimore kind of pulled through at the end a little bit. But you can see here that Green Bay has actually allowed the 4th least rush attempts against per game this year at 20.5. And of course, the Browns have a couple other running backs too, whether it's Jerome Ford being there or Dylan Sampson. They really have 3 running backs here, even though Judkins is probably by the end of the year at least going to be the lead guy, I would assume, but we'll really kind of see. But they had 72 plays in that game, by the way. They had 72 plays, which is ridiculously high, and they only ran the ball 22 times, and he had 10 of those. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had another 22 rush attempts in this game. I don't think he's going to have 11 of them. But Jerry Jeudy here, he had 8 targets in the first 2 games this year, and last year he had 53% he went over, but of course Flacco was with the Colts last year. And Green Bay has allowed the 27th most targets this year at 39. So I do think Flacco's going to throw the ball close to 39 times. I don't know if he necessarily gets 39 because it's a lot of pass attempts. The Browns have just had a lot of offensive plays this year. They have 71 and 72. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers on offense had 47 and 63 plays. So you can kind of see the difference there. And I just think the number is going to come down a little bit for the Browns. I think it'll be somewhere in the 60s probably. Probably same with Green Bay. They'll have like 50 or 60 plays on offense. But again, it's just kind of feeling in that game script that the Packers dominate this game. We did the same exact thing with the Bills here. Just the Packers dominate the game. Love probably, has 15, 16 in the first half pass attempts. At the end of the game, you probably won't end with that. You saw the same thing with Josh Allen last game. He threw the ball a lot in the first half, didn't really in the second half that much. Josh Jacobs of rush attempts, he's already at 19 and 23 this year, and those are both in wins as well. Judkins, though, under rush attempts, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The Browns will be losing in the game. Got to throw the ball a little bit more, which leads to Jerry Jeudy over receiving targets. So it's a very, very correlated entry, and if you tell me that these teams played like 9 times, that this entry wouldn't cash at least one time, I think that you would probably be a little bit crazy. So I think it's some very good value here. I think everyone should be able to agree that, you know, if these teams played 9 times, that this entry would hit at least 1 time. So that's how I see some value there. This pays out a lot less on sportsbooks, which again is why there's some value here on PrizePicks at over 9.5 or at 9.5x on PrizePicks. But that's pretty much going to do it. Again, if you have not already, check out the DubClub. You'll see a lot more plays from me over there, where that's the MLB, the NFL. It really is a good place to be. So come join us with the link available in my description. 50% off for a limited time. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to submit over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.